We're talking about the roots of healthcare in 5 minutes or less. Healthcare. Healthcare is a personal responsibility, an individual personal responsibility. We need to be careful of what foods we're consuming. We should be paying attention to how much activity and energy that we're spending with our bodies every day. We need to maintain our mental health too, and that seems to be a major issue in many parts. We've got a lot of people suffering stress, depression, anxiety, many other terms and labels that are associated with something that isn't working well in the mind. Yoga is something that I've learned helps. It's almost like an instruction manual, a training manual of how to use this body and mind. We recognize the right now moment when we have the power to make choices. We recognize how to create balance and flexibility and strength and awareness. And that awareness brings us to making better choices every right now that you can become aware of. Now, modern healthcare systems, the doctor can only do so much for you. If you're not willing to do these things for yourself, well, then they're going to be forced to give you a pill or a surgery or a procedure to try to return your health to where it should be. Unfortunately, for many, it's not working. Now, I am very thankful for our modern healthcare systems in their ability to put our bodies back together again. When I was 14 years old, I got in an automotive pedestrian accident. I was the pedestrian, and from right here all the way down through here, my skin was all back on top of my head. I broke lots of bones. They did a fantastic job of putting me together. The scars are not even apparent. I cracked my skull. There was a lot of trauma, but after 11 days in the hospital, I was feeling much better, and I was able to go home, and I was able to recuperate, and I've led a life that hasn't really been burdened by a traumatic accident, and I'm very thankful for that, and for all the professionals that assisted me. But maintaining health isn't something that healthcare systems can do for us. It's something that we have to do for ourselves. And when we do that for ourselves, we take that personal responsibility. We eat more fruits and vegetables than McDonald's cheeseburgers and fries and soda. Up until I was 36, a lot of my hydration came from Mountain Dew or Coors Light, depending upon the time of day. And then I realized, I had an awakening moment that those weren't healthy for me. They were putting me into an unhealthy state of body and mind. And alcohol is a depressant, and I was wondering why I was depressed and always going in and out of relationships, because I wasn't focused on health. I was focused on trying to find a happiness that I wasn't bringing from within. And whenever we try to find happiness outside of ourselves, we're having to grab it. We're going to claw at it. We're going to be trying to get our happiness in whatever form it comes. And some of those forms are sins. I was lusting. I was in gluttony. I was eating a lot more. I was probably almost 45 pounds more than I am right now. That's a heavy load to be carrying all day long. And when I did decide, I'm like, hey, it's not time for me to buy bigger jeans again. It's time for me to take responsibility for me and start doing what is good for me and healthy for me, so I can be here for my daughter and my granddaughter and my family. I want to be a healthy, contributing member to those around me. So healthcare is a personal responsibility. We shouldn't be so profit-based, but more compensation-based, so that it is affordable for everyone. And once we do that, we're going to all step into a much healthier tomorrow. So that's my 5 minutes. Thank you.